First thing I'm going to do is find the slope of the curve at x equals to 1. So to find the slope of a curve, we need to find the rate of change, and we're going to find the rate of change or the slope as h gets closer and closer to 0. So if you remember, this is what the parabola x squared minus 3x is going to look like, and this is the tangent line at x equals to 1. So that is the slope that we're trying to find. We're trying to find that slope. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick another point. So we're going to do from 1 to 1 plus h. So if we substitute 1 into my original equation, I'm going to have 1 squared minus 3 or negative 2. So my first point is going to be at 1, negative 2. So now we're moving a little bit to the right, which we're going to call h. So that means we're at 1 plus h. So as we substitute 1 plus h back into the original equation, we're going to have 1 plus h squared minus 3 times 1 plus h. So if we do a little bit of algebra, combine our like terms, we get x squared minus h minus 2. So that's going to be my y value. So now we're going to use our rate of change equation. So it's going to be y2 minus y1 over x1 minus x2 minus x1. So notice it was y2 minus, so it's a minus y1, so that's how it became a plus, over x2 minus x1. Combine like terms, factor out the h, and we get h minus 1. So what we're interested in is we're interested in the limit. We want h to get closer and closer to 0. So we're going to take the limit as h approaches 0 of h minus 1. Because if it's really, really close to 0, then my slope, or my rate of change, is going to be really, really close to here. So as h goes to 0, my slope is negative 1. So what you want to do is you always want to make sure if it makes sense. Notice that it's a negative slope, so is your line decreasing? And the line is decreasing, so it should be negative. Part B asking me to find the equation of the tangent line. So to find a linear equation, I just need the slope, which I have, and I need a point, which I already found, which is 1, 2. So using those points and that slope, I'm going to write it in point slope form. You can leave it that way, that is your answer, or you can solve for y, and you get y equals negative x plus 3.